I still have a lot to do at the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back?
Are you okay? Paimon never imagined your brother would... Well, keep your chin up. Paimon believes in both of you. And when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Right? He said we needed to reach the end of... And we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going. Aw, don't mention it, partner. Travel buddies are supposed to look out for one another. Although, where should we go next? If we want to Oh, you mean the god that took your brother away in the first place? You're right. After all, everything that followed, all this confusion? Yeah, Paimon bets she's the key to understanding this whole mystery. Well, we've ruled out 2 gods so far, the Animo and Geo Archons. So, next, Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk into Inazuma. Zhongli, why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entry? Oh, Paimon's thought of someone already. Atsuko in Liyue Harbor. Let's see what she has to say.
This world is full of unsolved mysteries.
Oh. Hello. Oh, I mean good fortune. Is there anything I can help you with?
We wanted to ask, how do we get into Inazuma?
Oh, so that's why you're here.
Great! We came to the right person!
But the chance of success is incredibly...
Incredibly small? Then how did you get out of Inazuma in the...
It was in leaving Inazuma. that I found all I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many days. But to my surprise, my journey didn't end. That's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to...
What a horrible journey! And you set off knowing how dangerous...
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stuck.
Kanjo Commission? What's that?
Along with the other two commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. I suppose they're equivalent to the... One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering. Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree. They act like the executive arm of the Raiden Shogun. It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this. But after spending so long under that... What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to... You should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. Supposing you survived that, you would still need to get past the samurai guards that enforce the Sakoku Decree, the closed nation policy of Inazuma. And even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito Center for
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. But if you really are set on going, there is one thing you could try.
The raft idea sounds a little on the dangerous side.
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux Fleet if they have some way of getting you to Inazuma. They're well known and voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experiences. They may just know...
But it's an armed fleet, right? Why would they...
That part is up to you. If you're able to persuade their captain, Beidou, the Alcor is the flagship of the Crux Fleet. I heard that it's currently anchored by Guyun Stone.
Then there's no time to lose. Let's go find Captain Beidou.
What a bountiful haul.
Weapons on this side are quite well maintained.
Ahoy there, mateys! Time. Drop!
Waves are as calm as always.
All clear as far as the eye can see.
should open a store. What can I give you?
Who have we got here? Wait, I know you. You're that traveler, aren't you? The one who fought against the Fatuian Osile, right? Ningguang told me about you. A traveler of great insight and She's a hard one to please, so praise from her is high. Judging by the clothes on your back and this floating thing, I guess that time has come.
Hey! The name's not Floating Thing, it's Paimon!
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of...
Huh? The fragrance of what now? That's the...
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate.
You're not far off, but they go by a different name in Inazuma. This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible?
Well, I can't argue with that.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also, just to clear...
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to showcase their talent. There are two important rules. 1, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real So, you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of you. 2, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little... You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers, and with Liu as savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads. I think we can...
But we didn't come here to take part...
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this... Get this. It's a masterless vision.
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champ...
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell that housed that light... As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen.
Yep. And the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, it's gotta be an individual. Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. And hopefully So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma.
Inazuma? You want to go there?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma, no sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice.
You just want her to take part in your tournament!
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the tournament will be.
What are we gonna do? Looks like we pretty much have to do this tournament if we...
Great. Then let's get you signed up. Head to the tournament arena and go...
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before the answer is revealed.
Before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are. Beto said that they had to be renowned fighters. Who will we be up against? Hello! Are you here to compete in the...
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. The Clash is a comprehensive test of fighting ability. Nobody wants to see that, right?
Yeah, we heard a rule about that. So...
Me? Only a former runner-up in the What? You... Nonsense! Have you been Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. There were two of them trying to... They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. They didn't know what hit them. I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. Then, I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade... I told you. Unarmed, outnumbered 2-to-1. I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed, of course. But the fact remains that I did manage to subdue the both of them. And...
But for us, even for... Alright, we're gonna keep looking around.
I'll see you in the arena. But I don't plan on losing to a pair of
Are you here for the Crux Clash too?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for honing your skills. That's what... But this tournament is more than just a chance to put training in...
Exactly. With a vision, we'd quickly become our...
This master of yours must be pretty...
Famous. He's the founder of the Ling Shan clan. And his skills are... You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. He's got to be a Grand Master or something. He's created many different... To the Ling Shan clan, he teaches a special technique.
Force dispersal?
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you. For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist. Or...
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a fist.
It sure is. But it's extremely difficult to cope.
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten...
There's a tuition fee?
Of course! This is a Grand Master we're talking about here. He doesn't...
But here we are, having trained under him directly all this time without even a hint. Recently, though, we heard that a Vision Bearer joined the Guhu.
So, if we can get our hands on a Vision too, maybe we can finally make our...
Well, we have to try something new. Otherwise, we're stuck.
Exactly. It can't hurt to try. And if it turns out it does work, the Ling Shan clan folks will come from far and wide. Heck.
See you in the arena.
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Clash too? If so, seems I found myself in...
So you're also here for the tournament?
You better believe it. I wouldn't be here if... For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is my life. No. It's not about what I want to do. This is about who I want to be. I know how that sounds, but let me explain. I've lived a successful life so far. I've passed every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous successful business ventures. In most people's eyes, I am already the very embodiment of vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch for me. I've also brought along a bit of an entourage for moral support. Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice. Ha! You don't mince your words, do you? The arena. Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before...
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu classes, and another guy who's just... really average. Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing. Come on, let's go sign up.
Chinksa Village arm wrestling champion, huh? Next, please. What's your name? Wait, aren't you? Did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why are they trying to enter the clash?
I have to ask, aren't you the traveler that helped lead? It's really her!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if I can get her autograph later.
I trust you are aware that, only those without visions can enter the tournament? Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of extraordinary. You walk into the most dangerous situations imaginable, face off against all sorts of monsters, even the...
Yep, she still doesn't have a vision, though. See for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself would have no reason to lie. It's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of competitors' achievements. So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osile, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Yeah. Also, don't forget to mention that the previous battles include, but are not limited.
Whoa.
Might as well declare her the champion already.
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
Okay, that's plenty. Actually, this is the most dazzling track record I've ever seen. Right, your registration is complete. Now, a brief word about a great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing.
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beto promised to take us to Inazuma if we win the tournament.
There's another prize, too? Oh, first I've heard of it.
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to attract top talent.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous as Inazuma?
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto. Well, nobody expected you to sign up to a tournament like this. I can hardly believe... Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin.
Hey, so Paimon's thinking about that whole no vision bear. Even though you don't have a vision, most people in Tibet think... So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental ability. In any case, looking at the competition, it should still be pretty easy for you to win. All right, it's showtime! You got this!
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete? Good. Then please follow me into the arena.
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. Her first bout begins now!
You? You're the hero they're talking about?
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
I knew I wouldn't. So, what do you think, Kazuha? She totally dominated that Gaian. Did it with.
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise.
Well, I fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And I say, after the. So, come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there.
All right. Let me think how to You fought well.
All right then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to. You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were that. And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters. Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, I figure, for one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early round. So, I'm putting you straight through to the semifinals.
Huh? But we only just started the qualifiers.
This is how Captain Beto works. You won't persuade her otherwise. Besides, at your level, you would have made it to the semifinal.
To be fair, Paimon was thinking that.
All right, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. We're finally here, folks. The real show is about to begin.
The captain seems to have high hopes. Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. You may well be stronger than him, but this should not very well. Show me that you are.
All right, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting. Go find the crew member that signed you up. She'll take you into the arena.
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly I do not doubt your abilities, but I would suggest.
Relax! My girl's at the top of her game!
Okay, follow me.
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for. I'm sweating all over. It's a good feeling. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best.
Right! For a moment there, Paimon was a little worried. If you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the strongest.
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. But mine never came. I lost interest eventually. You can't depend. I've fought and won against Vision Bearer.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try and get your hands on that masterless vision?
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against other fighters. Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So...
Wow! Now that's true strength talking.
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar...
By the way, do you know who else?
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But so don't get too cocky.
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round. Paimon thinks we might need to up our game a little.
Ah, it's you! I watched your match. I myself was eliminated in the third round.
Maybe next time, huh? By the way...
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a I faltered for but a brief moment. But before I knew it, given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically strong. Still, I'm sure he'll be no match for you.
Hey there! But where did the other...
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead his opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, "Why didn't you dodge? Why don't you dodge?" they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence. Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him. I don't dare tell my master about this. Otherwise, Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid I'm still a bit out of sorts.
Oh, all right then. Hope your buddy makes a swift recovery.
Thanks, I'll do my best.
We still haven't got any useful information yet. Maybe we can go talk to Beto. Surely she's gotta know something.
You gave an outstanding performance. Truly commendable. I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind, and it could have cost you the match. But you were quick to adapt, and managed to claim victory over... In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard.
He's right. But in my case, I was purely relying on... I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you.
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round. Do you...
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily stronger. They tend to have some... As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he is What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more...
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. I haven't properly introduced myself yet.
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup.
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess. Given your talents, a few hints...
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt.
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mon...
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. I said, come with me. Some post-match entertainment is... Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter. You are skilled in manipulating the elements. And
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your element, if I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations. When I talk about that, since a young age I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you. Nothing.
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow...
My humble abilities are negligible compared... To think a human could wield the elements without a vision, and not to mention your incredibly complex scent. Like that of...
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our...
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned...
It's nothing really. Paimon just told her whatever came to mind. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand how it all works.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the god. However, I still wish to have the honor. Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. Now then, let...
Rack and ruin!
Prepare to be blown away! Windblade!
Your skills in battle are truly beyond. Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his opponent. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect, please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity to win. The world is a truly mysterious.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already...
I desire to know what meaning visions and what influences the god's decision to... My apologies. You must be completely in the dark regarding such matters. For allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways, I am willing to answer any questions you may have. So that's what you're curious about? As you well know, a vision hunt decree is currently... Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions come in the outset. Supposing each of the 7 not to mention, with no new electrovisions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can...
She sounds less like an Archon and more like a...
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursued... Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring to its people? It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before? With time, we will change. But the Shogun will remain the same. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand. Ah, the time for your match is approaching.
Oh, right! We got so distracted talking about Inazuma that Paimon forgot all about the...
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together. Very well. Let's go. I wish to see...
Why isn't he here yet? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! Your attention, please! We've reached the climax of the Crux Clash! We've seen many exciting battles today, and now I'd like to introduce our first. She strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere...
Wow!
I've been waiting for this.
I'm sure everyone witnessed her thrilling match in the semi. But today's final round will surely... As for our other combatant... Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just... Apologies! Everyone just sit tight! We've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone the...
Wait a moment. Captain Beidou, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler, come with us.
Let me see. It's gone all right.
Huh? Did somebody steal it? Who would do...
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would have...
No need to worry. Even the craftiest The culprit has only acted recently. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility.
Well, if you insist. I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation to all the spectators.
If you would, please come with me.
But we're on an island.
Come with me. I can sense the wind. winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see shortly.
Eye for an eye.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Picked the wrong test subject.
More speed. Shudder!
It is something of a luxury, but I love listening to the rain from the courtyard.
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to me!
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Drat! If I only had a vision! Or, if I could activate this one, then you'd never be able to catch me!
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too... In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic...
You...
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire.
Fine! I admit it. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided...
Aha! So you were supposed to be our...
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But then, after watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to... I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape. Drat. I know an empty threat when I hit... Fine. But you'd better mean it.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the...
Huh? You're not serious, are you?
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up. It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word...
Whoa! We don't need to go that far, do we?
I never would have guessed you could... If this is where talking gets me, then forget it! I'll...
Blood of Frost!
Here's something... special!
No touching!
No! Do what you want, but please!
He has persevered to the bitter end. Put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more punishment? It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable and fits the way of this.
No need for that. Thank you for releasing me.
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it.
I take no pleasure in frightening others. When people are forced into a corner, That is when their greatest... But unfortunately, nothing happened. Yes. I wanted to know from the moment he stole the vision. I've tried many other methods in the past. Though few tales tell of a masterless vision, after seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that... Come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see...
The vision didn't seem to respond at all.
I see. So you are also unable to rekindle... No matter. This was expected.
Yeah, what's the story behind this?
The story begins with an old friend. He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty...
Kazuha!
It's just another way of saying I do as I... All right then. It's time we returned. Allow me to gather the wind for us once more.
Leave already? Maybe she would...
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang. It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention. Captain Beidou was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off to...
It's not unusual for those two to be at odds.
But still, Captain Beidou was disappointed she didn't get to witness the
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this... He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea of stealing the prize took hold in his mind. In which case, the Crux clash comes to a clear-cut conclusion.
Huh? So that's what happened? If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is to...
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given...
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beidou is... But the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of...
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the...
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Mora... Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. You will be... In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey...
Paimon believes you'll find a way for sure.
Thank you. May both our journey... One final word of warning. The part of your journey that...